Good morning, children. This is lecture 2 of chapter sulfuric acid. In this lecture, we will study about the physical and chemical properties of sulfuric acid, its uses and tests. Physical properties of sulfuric acid. It is a colorless, odorless liquid. Its taste is slightly sour. Nature, dense, oily, hygroscopic liquid. It absorbs moisture. So, sulfuric acid should always be kept stoppered. Density, the pure acid is having a density of 1.85 gram per cc. Boiling point of sulfuric acid is 338 degrees centigrade. Melting point, pure sulfuric acid freezes to colorless crystals at 10.4 degrees centigrade. Sulfuric acid is soluble in water in all proportions. Conductivity, pure acid almost a non-conductor of electricity. Dilute acid, good conductor of electricity. Constant boiling mixture. It forms a constant boiling mixture at 338 degrees centigrade containing 98.5% of the acid. Physiological nature. Concentrated acid is highly corrosive in nature and chars the screen black. Let us see its chemical properties. Pure hydrogen sulfate. Hydrogen sulfate means H2SO4, hydrogen sulfate. So 100% pure sulfuric acid is not an acid as it does not ionize. Sulfuric acid, when dissolved in water, form hydronium ion and so shows acidic properties. H2SO4 plus H2O, it is giving H3O plus and HSO4 minus. Okay, now this HSO4 minus plus H2O is giving you H3O plus and SO4 2 minus. It ionizes in two stages. First, it is forming HSO4 and then it is forming H3O plus and SO4 2 minus. So, it is a diabasic acid. As it is ionizing in two steps or it is a diabasic acid, it can form two types of salts. One is acid salt and another is normal salt. So, NaCl plus H2SO4 below 200 degrees centigrade, it is forming acid salt NaHSO4. Okay, sodium bisulfate plus HCl will be produced. And NaCl plus H2SO4 above 200 degrees centigrade, it is forming a normal salt Na2SO4, sodium sulfate plus HCl will come out. The chemical properties of sulfuric acid depends on whether the acid is dilute or concentrated. Now this is very important to know, children. Dilution of acid. For diluting sulfuric acid, water is never poured on acid to dilute it. Why? Because if water will be poured on acid for dilution, then a large amount of heat is evolved, which changes poured water to steam. Okay? And what happened, you know, the steam so formed causes spurting of acid, which can be very dangerous. Okay? Which can cause burn injuries. So, for dilution, acid is poured on a given amount of water in a controlled manner by continuous stirring. Else, acid being heavier will settle down. And as we are continuously stirring for dilution, the evolved heat is dissipated in water itself. and hence the sparking of the acid is minimized. Okay. Chemical properties of dilute sulfuric acid. First, acidic property. Dilute sulfuric acid reacts with metals which are above hydrogen in the reactivity series to form metallic sulfate and hydrogen at ordinary temperature. Mg plus H2SO4 is giving you MgSO4 plus H2. Fe plus H2SO4 is giving you FeSO4 plus H2. Noble metals like gold, platinum do not react with H2SO4 under any condition. Okay. Next is, it neutralizes bases. Bases means it can be metal oxide or metal hydroxide to form salt and water. CuO plus H2SO4, it will give you a salt. CuSO4 plus water will be produced. When it is reacting with FeO, iron oxide, it will give you FeSO4, that is a salt, and H2O. When zinc hydroxide is reacting with H2SO4, it is giving you ZnSO4 is a salt and water will be produced. NaOH is also a hydroxide which when react with H2SO4, it is giving you Na2SO4 plus H2O. That means again salt and water. Next is, it liberates carbon dioxide from metallic carbonate and bicarbonates. Na2CO3 plus H2SO4, one salt will be produced, water will be given out, and carbon dioxide gas will evolve. Na2CO3 plus H2SO4, Na2SO4 plus H2O plus CO2, CuCO3 plus H2SO4, CuSO4 is a salt, H2O and CO2 will be evolved. Na8CO3 plus H2SO4, Na2SO4 plus H2O plus what carbon dioxide will come out. Okay, so when carbonate or bicarbonate react with sulfuric acid, it will give us salt, water, and carbon dioxide gas will come out. It evolves sulfur dioxide from sulfides and hydrogen sulfides. Okay, sulfide. So just see here, Na2SO3 sodium sulfite plus H2SO4. It will give Na2SO4 a salt, water, and sulfur dioxide gas will come out. Okay, NaHSO3 plus H2SO4, it is giving a salt, Na2SO4, H2O, and SO2 gas will come out. So what we are getting, when sulfuric acid react with a carbonate or a bicarbonate salt, then it is giving a salt, water, and CO2 gas will come out. When sulfuric acid is reacting with a sulfide salt, then H2S gas will come out. When sulfuric acid is reacting with sulfite or bisulfite salt, then SO2 gas will come out. Sulfur dioxide is poisonous and is therefore responsible for polluting environment. It adversely affects the human health and vegetation. All the above type of reactions are considered as typical properties of dilute acid. Okay? Now let us see the chemical properties of concentrated sulfuric acid. Concentrated sulfuric acid has a high boiling point, that is 338 degrees centigrade. And so it is considered to be a non-volatile acid. Okay, now this non-volatile sulfuric acid is used for the preparation of volatile acid such as hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, acetic acid from their salts by double decomposition. Okay, see here, NaCl is a salt of HCl. HCl is a volatile acid. Okay, when this is reacting with concentrated H2SO4, which is a non-volatile acid, it is producing acid salt, that is NaHSO4, plus a volatile acid, that is HCl. KCl plus H2SO4, it is giving you the acid salt KHSO4 plus HCl, a volatile acid. KNO3, it's a salt of nitric acid. You can understand that when it is reacting with H2SO4, concentrated H2SO4 of course, it is giving you KHSO4 and it will give you nitric acid, HNO3. Now, sodium acetate, CH3COONA, it's a salt of acetic acid. When it is reacting with concentrated sulfuric acid, it is giving you a volatile acid, that is acetic acid, CH3COOH. Okay? Concentrated sulfuric acid can act as an oxidizing agent. The oxidizing property of concentrated sulfuric acid is due to the fact that on thermal decomposition means decomposition of sulfuric acid due to heat, it yields nascent oxygen. Now this nascent oxygen is responsible for the oxidizing other metal, non-metal and inorganic compounds, all these things. Okay. See here, when sulfuric acid is reacting with a non-metal, say carbon, it is giving you CO2, H2O plus SO2. Okay. That means what? Carbon is now becoming CO2. So this sulfuric acid is oxidizing carbon to CO2. So sulfuric acid is acting as an oxidizing agent. Sulfur plus H2SO4, it is giving you SO2 plus H2O. When sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid of course, when reacting with the metals copper plus H2SO4, it is giving you CuSO4 plus H2O plus SO2. Zinc plus H2SO4, ZnSO4 plus H2O plus SO2. These are showing the oxidizing property of sulfuric acid. Okay. Now when sulfuric acid is reacting with an inorganic compound, HBr plus H2SO4, it is giving you Br2 H2O plus SO2. Here also you can see the oxidizing property of sulfuric acid, because HBr, from HBr hydrogen is removed. Removal of hydrogen is oxidation. So H2SO4 is acting here as an oxidizing agent. H2S plus H2SO4, it is giving you only sulfur plus H2O plus SO2. So from this H2S also hydrogen is removed, which is oxidation, and sulfuric acid is responsible for that. So sulfuric acid is acting as an oxidizing agent. Concentrated sulfuric acid. Now in the previous reactions we have seen that SO2 is producing with H2O. Now sulfur dioxide gas is oxidizing as well as reducing agent. It also shows temporary bleaching property due to its reducing nature in presence of moisture. What is happening when SO2 is reacting with H2O? It is forming H2SO4 plus 2H, which is a nascent hydrogen. So when any colored material is reacting with, come in contact with that nascent hydrogen, it is giving you a colorless product. This colorless material, if remains in air, regains its original color, because again it is getting oxidized. So colorless material plus oxygen from the air, oxidation will take place. So this colored original material will form. It is not a strong bleaching agent as chlorine and used to bleach only delicate materials such as colored clothes, wet colored flowers, fresh green grass, etc. Okay. Now concentrated sulfuric acid as a dehydrating agent. H2SO4 readily removes water from other compound and act as a dehydrating agent. Okay, concentrated sulfuric acid removes water of crystallization from salt. For example, blue copper 2 sulfate CuSO4.5H2O, which is blue in color, you all know about it, taken in a test tube becomes white anhydrous copper sulfate when a few drops of concentrated sulfuric acid is added. CuSO4.5H2O, concentrated sulfuric acid is added, it is giving CuSO4 plus 5H2O. Water is removed because concentrated sulfuric acid is absorbing the water. Okay. So, as the water of crystallization is removed from CuSO4, it is becoming colorless, dirty white. Is it okay? So, it proves that sulfuric acid, concentrated sulfuric acid is acting as a dehydrating agent. All carbohydrates such as glucose, sugar, cellulose, all these things react immediately with concentrated sulfuric acid to give a black spongy mass of carbon which rises up. Steam is given off and the whole mass gets heated due to an exothermic reaction. They are said to get charred. Okay, C6H12O6, that is glucose, when reacting with concentrated sulfuric acid, carbon is formed. Okay, black mass plus H2O is come out. C12H22O11, that is cane sugar. When concentrated sulfuric acid is react with cane sugar, it is giving you 12C, that is sugar charcoal, plus H2O will formed. Carbon obtained in this reaction is very pure and is called sugar charcoal. This is the experiment is showing addition of concentrated sulfuric acid to sugar. Now in this bowl, crystals of sugars taken. Now in that concentrated sulfuric acid is added. It will form a black spongy carbon mass and the steam will come out. Concentrated sulfuric acid reacts with skin to give blisters because of removal of water. Okay, and chars the skin black. Differences between dilute and concentrated sulfuric acid. Dilute acid does not ionize to great extent, so behaves as a strong acid. Concentrated acid is a weak acid. Dilute is a strong electrolyte, but concentrated acid is a weak electrolyte. Dilute sulfuric acid cannot act as an oxidizing agent. Concentrated sulfuric acid acts as an oxidizing agent. Dilute sulfuric acid cannot be used as a drying or dehydrating agent, but concentrated sulfuric acid used to dry gases like HCl and dehydrate substance like CuSO4.5H2O. Concentrated sulfuric acid is used for the preparation of insoluble sulfates. Sulfuric acid precipitated the insoluble sulfates of lead, barium and calcium from the solution of their salts. PbNO3(2), lead nitrate. When sulfuric acid is react with lead nitrate, it is giving you insoluble salt, that is PbSO4 plus HNO3 will come out, produce. BaCl to barium chloride, when react with H2SO4, it is forming BaSO4 which will get precipitated and HCl will be formed. Uses of sulfuric acid. It is used in the preparation of halogen, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, hydrogen, sulfur dioxide. Next use is in metallurgy for the extraction. Its reaction with metallic compounds gives sulfates, which on electrolysis give the metal in the pure form. Pickling metals removes metallic impurities like oxides and carbonates from the surface of the metal before galvanizing. It is used in lead accumulators. It undergoes electrolysis in the aqueous state. Oil refining. Sulfuric acid is used to remove harmful impurities in purification of oil products. For example, petrol, kerosene and lubricants. Sulfuric acid is also used in industry for the manufacture of fertilizers like ammonium sulfate. The formula is NH4-2SO4. Superphosphate of lime, CaH2PO4 plus CaSO4. This is known as superphosphate of lime. Dyes and drugs. For the preparation of dyes and drugs, artificial fiber, rayon, nylon, there also sulfuric acid is used. Then dyes, drugs, from coal tar derivative sulfuric acid is used. Explosive. For the preparation of explosive like TNT, trinitrotoluene, picric acid, trinitroglycerin. For the preparation of all these explosive, sulfuric acid is used. Acids like nitric acid preparation, hydrochloric acid preparation, phosphoric acid preparation, acetic acid preparation, sulfuric acid is used. Compounds like sodium sulfate and ferrous sulfate, for the preparation of all these also sulfuric acid is used. Test of sulfuric acid and sulfates. It's very important in the practical part also. Barium chloride solution is added to sulfuric acid or any soluble metal sulfate. A white precipitate of barium sulfate is formed. Okay, see here BaCl2 plus H2SO4, it is giving you a white precipitate of BaSO4 and HCl will produced. BaCl2 plus MgSO4, okay, then also it is giving BaSO4 plus MgCl2. Now here MgSO4 is the soluble metal sulfate. It is giving you an insoluble metal sulfate, that is barium sulfate. White precipitate we are getting. The white precipitate of barium sulfate is insoluble in any mineral acid like HCl or nitric acid. This is very important part, children. The white precipitate that we are getting, that is barium sulfate, is insoluble in any mineral acid like HCl or HNO3. See here, children, the note. Precipitates of both barium sulfate and barium sulfite are white in color, but barium sulfite precipitate dissolve in mineral acids, but barium sulfate precipitate does not. So if the precipitate is not dissolving in mineral acid, then we can say that sulfate ion is present. Okay. Concentrated sulfuric acid on heating with copper evolves sulfur dioxide. Cu plus H2SO4 is giving you CuSO4 plus H2O plus SO2 gas will come out. Now this sulfur dioxide turns acidified potassium dichromate solution green. This is the reducing property of SO2. See here the reaction K2Cr2O7, which is orange in color, plus H2SO4 plus SO2. It is giving you Cr2SO4 whole 3, that is green in color. K2SO4 plus H2O will be formed. Another test, concentrated sulfuric acid on heating with NaCl evolves pungent fumes of HCl gas. NaCl plus H2SO4 concentrated. When heated, it is giving you NaHSO4 plus HCl gas will come out. Now HCl gas give dense white fumes of ammonium chloride with a glass rod dipped in ammonium hydroxide. This all you know. HCl plus NH4OH, it is giving you dense white fume of NH4Cl plus H2O. This is the end of topic sulfuric acid. Please go through the videos properly and take the help of the book for your better understanding.